Hello, sunshine. This is Elijah from Iconoclasm. It's time to break down another false belief. Another bunch of bullshit. Today's false belief is human male disposability. The truth of the matter is human males are not disposable. We've been taught by society, by religions, by our countries, by our clans that we are disposable. When you look at human history, however, you will see that all the great artists, male. All the great scientists, male. Most of the great authors, male. Most of the great philosophers, male. Society was built by males, it was designed by males, so no. The human male is different in nature in that we have a consciousness, we have creativity, and we have an ingenuity that other animals do not have. So no, human males are not disposable. Right now, men are waking up everywhere. And we're beginning to see that we've been taught a load of bullshit. That females are worth more than we are. They're not. Look at it this way. Men can produce sperm all their lives. When a woman is born with just so many eggs, and she's only good for like incubating other than her personality. And if she has no personality, she's not really worth a shit. These days men can cook and clean for themselves. We don't really need a woman for much more than sex and companionship. And the Western female seems to have lost personality traits. They're hateful, they're contentious. Most of them are. Not all of them. I will say that most. The so-called independent female is just a hateful bit of noise. But look at it this way. Men can produce sperm all their lives, which means, and we create life that way. When we produce within our bodies and our hormones sperm, and women cannot produce eggs, they only have a certain amount of eggs. When that can is empty, it's like an empty aluminum can. There's nothing there. All that she has left then is her personality and whatever, I guess, what sexual marketplace value. But this whole feminist agenda, this whole Marxist agenda, it's just a bunch of shit. If you look down in history, the Roman Empire fell because of bullshit like this. You had what, the one of the Muslim empires around about the 9th century AD. Naked Ape has put out a good video on that. That was destroyed because of this shit. Hitler used a type of feministic ideology to put the men in line. Stalin has used it. And no good has ever become of it. It's always been detrimental. Always. Now in nature, you see the disposability of males at certain levels. And like I said though, the human male is different in that we can choose. We can be creative, we can be artistic, we can design, we can engineer. In that respect, we are absolutely not disposable. We are much more resourceful. Otherwise, most of us would have been eaten up by fucking lions, and fucking nature would have just destroyed most of us. but we're not. Just by the nature of being a human man puts us at a level that women can never know. We are held to a much higher responsibility rate, a much more accountability the women are. And it's sort of time for human civilization to grow up, I guess, because we're going to have to come about and think about things in a very new way. This whole alpha beta paradigm is a myth as well. If you've been watching if you've been watching the media and you see all these so-called alpha males getting their balls handed to them on a plate, their asses handed to them on a plate in divorce court, you realize that there is no such a thing as an alpha male. They're just a higher functioning type of beta. So that doesn't quite work. We see a rise of what some would call a sigma male, some would call a zeta male. And these are the men who actually understand and actually get it. They actually understand that as men we are no longer defined. We have to define ourselves. And we haven't had to do this in so many thousands of years, maybe. What makes a lot of this collapse a lot faster than, let's say, the 400 years it took for the Roman Empire to collapse is the fact that we have the internet now. It's so exponential. And it's going to take a different type of thought to get us out of this fucking mess. Having said that, you can look at male disposability in nature and say, God damn, that is fucking cruel as shit. At the same time, if you look around your house, the refrigerator, the washer, the dryer, the microwave, all these things designed by men. Houses, mobile homes, automobiles, all designed by men. We have the option not to be disposable. So it is a myth that human males are disposable. We have allowed it. We have pushed this shit against ourselves. And as men, we need to stand up for each other and say that's enough. It's just a fucking enough. Anyway, and then this isn't to disparage any women out there, any females out there. It is just to say that as men, we have innate value. We have an innate value that women don't have. Whether you like that fact or not, it just is. It just is. And I want all you sexy motherfuckers to know that even if Jesus don't love you, I do. Have a great day, you sexy motherfuckers.